Marcus and Derek grew up 2 streets apart. Same neighborhood, same schools, same kind of jobs. At 25, they both had around $12,000 saved. They both wanted to build real wealth. They just had completely different ideas about how to do it. Marcus did what most people do. He kept saving, worked hard, spent less, repeated. Derek did something different. He built 3 engines. 5 years later, Derek had 3 times the wealth of Marcus. Same income, same starting point, same neighborhood. The only difference was a question Derek asked himself at 25, a question most people never think to ask. He asked, "What is this money doing while I sleep?" That question is the difference between 1 engine and 3. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to build all of them. To understand how Derek got there, you have to go back to when they both started. Same job, same paycheck, same $12,000 in the bank. Marcus was disciplined. He made $42,000 a year, lived carefully, and managed to save about $600 a month. That is more than most Americans ever save. He kept it in a savings account, watched it grow slowly. At the end of year 1, he had about $19,000 saved. He felt good about that. Derek did the same thing at first. Same income, same starting point. But while Marcus kept his savings sitting still, Derek started asking a different question. Engine 1 is your savings rate. Marcus understood this instinctively. Every dollar he kept instead of spending was a dollar that could work for him. He cut his expenses, avoided debt, saved consistently. By year 2, Marcus had saved more than almost anyone he knew, and he still felt behind. He ran the numbers one Saturday morning, added up every dollar he had saved, subtracted his expenses, stared at the projection. At this rate, it would take him over 30 years to reach financial independence. 30 years of doing everything right. And the math did not care how disciplined he was. Because here is the problem engine 1 alone will never solve. It is linear. Marcus could only save as fast as he could cut, and he was running out of things to cut. He had already canceled subscriptions, cooked at home, skipped the vacation. There was a ceiling, and he was bumping against it. No matter how disciplined he was, he could not outwork the arithmetic. His savings grew at the pace of his self-control, and self-control has limits. Engine 1 is necessary. But Marcus was about to learn it is not enough. Meanwhile, Derek had already moved on to something else. He had been watching his savings sit in a low-yield account for 18 months, and he decided that was the last day he was going to let that happen. Engine 2 is multiplication. This is where saved money stops sitting still and starts growing. Derek took $8,000, not all of it, just part, and put it to work. He invested a portion in a low-cost index fund. He bought a used car for $4,000, fixed it up over 3 weekends, and sold it for $6,800. That is $2,800 in about 2 months. Not a side hustle in the traditional sense, a multiplication event. He took that profit and rolled it back in. Meanwhile, his index fund was quietly compounding in the background. Engine 2 does not require more hours of your life. It requires smarter deployment of the money you already saved. The money works. You do not have to. Marcus, meanwhile, kept saving. His stack was growing, but only as fast as his paycheck allowed. Derek's second car flip barely broke even. His third one made a small profit. He did not panic. He did not quit. He understood that Engine 2 is not a guarantee. It is practice. You are training your money to work instead of sleep. And while Marcus was grinding toward his ceiling, Derek was building towards something Marcus had not even considered yet. Engine 3 is cash flow. And this is the one that changes your life in real time. Not just on a spreadsheet 20 years from now. By year 3, Derek had accumulated enough capital to make one deliberate move. He used $30,000 as a down payment on a small rental property. Not a mansion, not a commercial building. A modest 2-bedroom house in a working-class neighborhood, 30 minutes outside the city. That property generated $950 per month in rent after expenses. $950 every single month. Whether Derek worked that month or not, whether he was sick, whether he took a week off, whether he had a bad quarter at his job, $950 came in. Do you understand what that does to Engine 1? Derek's savings rate just went up, without any change to his job or his spending. That monthly income fed directly back into his savings, which fed back into Engine 2, which grew his capital faster, which gave him the ability to build another stream of Engine 3 income. The three engines connected. They started feeding each other. Marcus was still saving $600 a month from his paycheck. Derek was saving $600 from his paycheck, plus $950 from his rental. That is $1,550 a month flowing into his stack without working a single extra hour. Let us run the numbers on year 5. Marcus saved consistently. At $600 a month over 5 years, plus modest growth in a savings account, he has around $42,000. That is real money. He should feel proud of that. But Derek's three engines compounded differently. Engine 1 kept contributing. Engine 2 multiplied his capital. Between the car flips, the index fund, and reinvestment, his invested capital grew to roughly $80,000. Engine 3 paid him every month, and he reinvested almost all of it. By year 5, Derek's total wealth is approaching $140,000. Same income, same starting point, different architecture. The gap between them is not luck. It is not talent. It is the number of engines running. Now, Derek is not a genius in this story. He did not have a trust fund or a rich uncle. He made the same $42,000 Marcus made. His second car flip barely broke even, remember? His third made a small profit. And his rental property, Derek spent 4 months saving the down payment, then another 3 months finding the right deal in the right neighborhood at the right price. He almost gave up twice. There was a night in month 5 where he almost moved the money back into his savings account and called it too complicated. He did not. And that decision is worth $98,000 by year 5. The 3-engine model is not a shortcut. It is a sequence. Engine 1 has to be solid before Engine 2 makes sense. And Engine 3 only works once Engine 2 has built you enough capital to deploy. If your savings are unstable, if you are carrying high-interest debt, if your foundation is still shaky, adding Engine 2 and 3 on top of that is like building a second floor on a house with no foundation. The sequence is everything. And here's what makes that sequence accessible for most Americans right now. You do not need to flip cars like Derek. Engine 2 can be an index fund you contribute to every month, a skill you already have that you charge for on weekends. Anything that puts your saved dollars to work above the rate of inflation. Engine 3 does not have to be a rental property, dividend stocks, a digital product, a parking space you own and rent out. What matters is not the specific vehicle. What matters is that money starts flowing toward you on a schedule, independent of how many hours you work that week. Derek understood that. Marcus is still learning it. And here's the insight that ties all three together. Every dollar that enters Engine 3 reduces how dependent you are on your job. Every dollar Engine 2 accelerates Engine 3. Every dollar Engine 1 saves becomes fuel for both. The system compounds, not just financially, psychologically. When Derek stopped feeling like the only engine in his own life, something shifted in him. He made better decisions. He took calculated risks. He stopped feeling trapped. That is what money systems do that savings accounts alone never can. They give you options. And options are worth more than almost any dollar amount. Marcus is not a failure in this story. He did what he was taught to do. Work hard, save what you can, be responsible. That advice is not wrong. It is just incomplete. Nobody handed Marcus a map that showed him the other two engines existed. Nobody told him that his saved money was capable of more than sitting in a low-interest account. The system was never designed to teach you this. And that is exactly what this channel is here to change. If this video gave you a framework you can actually use, hit subscribe. We do not talk about get-rich-quick schemes here. We run the numbers, we build the systems, and you build the wealth. And if you want to go deeper on why nobody ever taught you how wealth actually works and who benefits from keeping you in the dark, that video is right there. It is called, They Never Taught You This. That was on purpose. See you in the next one.